Hey everybody, this is the World Travel Sage, and I am here in my Airbnb apartment in Cartagena, and I wanted to say hello. I've been here for about a week, and I haven't really made any videos. I've been shooting videos, but I haven't posted anything yet. And I've had some drama with coming here. You know, my check-in luggage. I don't usually check in luggage, but I checked in a bag because I had a lot of stuff. And JetBlue left my bag in New York at JFK. So, and that had all my clothes and personal stuff in it. So I got here with like no clothes, you know. And JetBlue said, oh, well, we're going to send it on the next flight. And the next flight is in a week. So, you know, JetBlue's like, oh, we're going to send it to Cartagena and then we're going to bring it to your apartment. And I'm like, well, I don't know where I'm going to be in a week. So what should I tell you? So you know what? I had JetBlue just send my bag back to New York because I don't want my bag with a lot of very personal stuff in it ending up, you know, in the wrong place in Cartagena, Colombia. So I went to the store and I bought clothes and toothbrushes and, you know, all that personal stuff that you bring with you. So you know, it's been a bit of an adventure with that, and so I'm just you know, I'm here in my favorite Airbnb apartment in Cartagena, and this place is available because of COVID-19. Yeah, because there are not a lot of tourists here, so that's really great. It's a plus side of the coronavirus. Lots of things are available that wouldn't be available, you know, because there's less demand. So that's a really great thing. And hey, let me just give you a quick view of my apartment. It's really small, but its place costs about $50 a night. And it's got good air conditioning, Wi-Fi, hot water. So, you know, it's got all the basics. And, you know, a lot of places here don't have hot water, for instance. You know, which, you know, I could live without hot water. But, you know, I find pretty much that if I'm going to go cheaper, for me to go cheaper and spend, let's say, $10 or $15 a night less, oftentimes there's amenities that I don't want to live without, you know. I can live without, but I don't want to live without. And also good Wi-Fi. I've got to have good Wi-Fi, you know. That for me, and you know, decent air conditioning, because can get pretty hot here in Cartagena. So anyway, look, let me give you just an overview of my apartment. I tried to clean it up a bit because I don't want to like show you a video of a messy apartment, you know. But this apartment is in Barrio San Diego, in the old city. It's my favorite area, and it's, you know, I would say that this is probably the safest place you could come to in Colombia. I mean, we'll talk more about safety maybe a little bit later in the video. But so anyway, look, let me just give you a quick overview of the apartment. I'm on this really nice, quiet street here. And I have a private entrance. So I don't have a doorman or anything to answer to. And, you know, it's a studio apartment, but, you know, it's got cable and Wi-Fi, and it's really beautifully done. And, you know, has a pretty small bathroom, but hot water, and as I said, everything is just beautifully done, beautiful tiles, you know, beautiful everything. So it's small, but very comfortable, and I love it. And the people who own it are really, really nice people. Very cool. So that's the apartment. So, but anyway, I wanted to talk about how are things here? How are things here in Cartagena, Colombia? And well, you know, things are actually getting really back to normal. If you walk out at night here, there are people sitting out at restaurants and there were a lot of people on the street. There are not a lot of tourists from other countries here, but there are a fair amount of Colombians and people from Latin America. So many bars and restaurants are open. Some of them now have minimums. They won't let you in, I guess because they have to have a minimum amount of people inside. You know, they can't fill up all the tables, social distancing. So they've sort of got a minimum you've got to spend to let you in, you know. So that's sort of annoying, but it can be expected, you know. But for the most part, it's pretty charming. And nightlife is, you know, pretty happening. I mean, there's not a lot of people here. I mean, if you want to come and meet, you know, chicas, there's you know, good amount of chicas out there, and clubs and stuff. There are a lot of bars and clubs open. So, you know, that is all available and getting back to normal. There's talk that it's possible because of a resurgence of the coronavirus that they may bring back the quarantine. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Crime is heightened. Now, again, this is the safest place, I would say, in Colombia, in my opinion, for tourists. But overall, people are, after, you know, 8 months, 7 months of coronavirus and the economy being closed, people are very desperate. And so, you know, I would definitely be more cautious wherever you go in Colombia. So, you know, I would say that. I mean, I've never felt, you know, in danger or anything, but for the most part, I would definitely be a little more cautious. And look, in general, my rule is anywhere you go, you know, if you're going to go out at night, don't bring anything with you. You wouldn't just be happy to lose, you know. Don't wear an expensive watch, and don't bring a lot of cash with you. You want to bring a credit card, maybe bring a credit card that has the lowest limit, and one you have the information for if it gets stolen, you know. So I would suggest that. So overall, things are good here, and you know, it's beautiful. So I'm very happy to be here, and after the you know, issue with my luggage getting left at JFK in New York, you know, I've overcome that. I got to go and buy some clothes in Colombia, you know. Look at the bright side. Now, you know, I wanted to talk about entering the country. You know, Colombia, I think, has made it ridiculously difficult to enter the country. And so the Migracion Colombia form, which is the form you're going to have filled out within 24 hours of your flight, is ridiculously long and difficult, and asks you a lot of absurd things, like your occupation, your date of birth. It basically makes you have to reiterate all the information on your passport, all your flight information, asks personal information about your life that they already know from your passport, right? And some of it is not even translated. I mean, for the most part, the form is translated, but it's really difficult, in my view anyway. So, you know, I think Colombia really should change that. You know, they should for a lot of that information, they should just have a form that they have you fill out on the plane, you know, and they should just have a short form related to the coronavirus online, because that is the most important thing. They want to know you don't have the coronavirus. All right. So, I would say Colombia dropped the ball with that. The Dominican Republic definitely was more on top of it, with ease of letting people in, you know. And look, what people don't realize is, in countries like the Dominican Republic and Colombia, there are no $700 checks from the government every week when you're not working, okay? These people here, you know, are getting almost nothing you can't go to work for 3 months, and the government is going to give you $40 a month for food. I'm sorry, $40 a month for food, you know, that's a joke. So, you know, it comes to the point where you're going to either die of coronavirus or you're going to die of starvation. All right? So, countries like this need to open their economies. It's that simple, you know, or human suffering is just going to be ridiculous. And it's not going to be from the coronavirus. It's going to be from economics. So, but anyway, I wanted to talk about entering the country and what you are going to need to fill out the Migracion Colombia form. First of all, it has a lot of scroll downs and takes like 25 minutes or something to fill out. It's like 5 or 6 pages of stuff. You know, it's ridiculous. But anyway, so my suggestion is fill out the form on the largest screen you have available, your laptop. Don't try to do it on your phone. It's all going to be a lot smaller on your phone. So next is you're going to need available to you all your flight information, your passport information, the address of where you are staying in Colombia, the phone number of where you are staying in Colombia. You're going to need to put your occupation. Now they have a long scroll down list of occupations. Okay? I mean, it's just ridiculous. So my suggestion, and look, technically it's illegal to lie on an immigration form, you know, on a customs form, but I'm sorry. You guys, you got to make this easier for people. You want us to come here and spend money or what? You know? So, as far as I'm concerned, everybody just say you're an accountant. Top of the list, it's in the A category. You know, I mean, you know, it's just absurd. All right? I spent 20 minutes filling out this form and messed it up and had to start from the beginning again. That's just how ridiculous it is. So, you know, you're going to need a photo of your COVID test and you're going to need to send it to them. And you're going to need your COVID test before you get on the plane. They're not going to let you on the plane without your COVID test. They're not going to let you check luggage at your destination in the United States, you know, where I'm flying out of in the United States without your COVID test. And then when you come here, they're going to recheck your COVID test. All right? So there's a lot of checking. And if you don't have the Migracion form filled out, I don't think they're going to let you in. They're not going to let you on the plane. So they're very on top of this. Now, so you fill out the Migracion form, and then you're going to, you hit submit, and they're going to send you a confirmation email from Migracion Colombia. And so you're going to have the, the form that confirms that you filled out the Migracion Colombia on your telephone with you and show that everywhere. Now, some of the difficulties on the actual form, while most of it is translated into English, there's one part, they're all scroll downs, a lot of it, and they ask you what country you're from, right? Now the list of countries is not translated. All right, so I'm on there, I'm looking for the United States, right? No, the United States is not the United States, it's Estados Unidos. Okay, so they didn't translate the country list, which makes it easier because it's only an E, right? But it throws you for a bit of a loop there. So the country list is not translated. So it's Estados Unidos, okay? Estados Unidos. So, overall, it's definitely complicated, and they're don't make it easy to come here. Now, walking around and stuff, I mean, look, I pretty much walk around without a mask or with my mask half off or whatever. And you know what? Nobody seems to really care that much, But, when I'm around cops, I try to be a little more on top of it. But for the most part, things are pretty normal here. When you go into any store and stuff, you got to be more vigilant. But walking around in the street, I'm pretty lax with wearing a mask. So I would say that, you know, I wouldn't worry so much about that. But that's, you know, I got notes here, notes for you guys on making this video. And I think that for now, that's probably, you know, the list of things that I wanted to go over in this video for you. I'm going to try and make the list of things you might need a part of the video to make it easier for you. So I would say give yourself a good 20 minutes and have all your information prepared, you know, because it's you know, it's like a test. You need to pass a test before you can come to Colombia and spend money. So guys, this is the World Travel Sage. Thank you for watching, and there will be more videos coming. I'm sorry I haven't done more, but I've sort of been recuperating. You know, from the last month, I have worked like a dog to save money and stuff to be able to come here. So I'm de-dogging. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon, and there'll be more videos coming. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I always appreciate you watching. Thank you. World Travel Sage, YouTube.